Ashe family. Uh, let's dive right into it, man. I want to talk about greetings, handshakes. Um, I've been approached about it, 3 times. Like I told you guys, man, I was a safety director for the last company I worked for, and this one incident, a young brother that I didn't know came in my office. Um, I was working. He knocked on the door. I told him to come in. Um, he extended his hand. I shook it. Um, he was like, hey man, I'm looking for work. I got my tools, got blah, blah, blah. So during the course of that, I stood up and I told him, hey man, these motherfuckers is backstabbers around here. You need to watch your back. You need to just make sure you're here on time. No excuses, no call-ins. Don't do no calls, no shows. We're firing people for that shit. So I walked him over to the superintendent's office and told him good luck with the process and stuff like that. And I walked back to my office, sat down, and roughly about 20 minutes later, he came back and he said, asked me, could I talk? Could he speak with me? And I was like, yeah. So he closed my door and I was like, do I have to shoot this motherfucker, So he told me that he was raised that if a man doesn't stand up to shake your hand, he's not to be trusted. Now, I ask everybody on here, have they ever heard that before? Have you ever experienced that before? That if the man that you offer your hand to doesn't stand up, you're not to trust him or respect him. So my question to everybody is, where the fuck did y'all get that from? Who taught y'all that? Who taught y'all that? What etiquette book did you go to? What institution taught you that? Because let's break it down for real. Now you can go to any handshaking custom for America or wherever you want to go to, and it's actually backwards. I say handshaking is supposed to be something that you do on an equal playing field, and I'm not talking about um, I'm a boss, you're an employee, and I'm not shaking your hand. No, it's supposed to be like we're both at the same level. We're both standing up, and one of the other offers to shake your hand. You shake your hand because you're on equal terms. Now, what people have done, and you can see where history has shown that you can look at the military. Sergeants don't shake privates' hands. Damn sure, higher ranking people don't shake the lower ranking people's hands. You salute them, then they salute you. It's not a disrespectful thing, even when they're eating. You are in there sitting down and that person walks in, that person acknowledges you guys, salutes you guys, tells you guys not to stand up and goes on about their way. You are the one that's not supposed to offer your hand and shake because you guys aren't on the same level. You're standing over this person. So it's like a dominating thing and offering your hand. You shouldn't be the one getting offended because the person that's sitting down even acknowledges you and shakes your hand. So when the young man came back in, now let's flip it a little bit. So when the young man came back in, I was like, he told me that that's how he was raised. And I was like, well, let's look at this. I say, this is my throne. So you came into my castle, my world, my little piece of the pie. I said, I'm sitting down. I said, you offered your hand to a man that's sitting down. I said, who should be more offended? Because you're standing over me. There's other ways to acknowledge somebody. There's a, how you doing, sir? There's a verbal greeting. There's a wave. You could do a fist bump. You could do a lot. You could have done a numerous of things to acknowledge me. I said, but you chose to extend your hand. I accepted that extension. I say, even though I should be the one that's disrespected, you don't offer your hand. You don't stand over somebody and offer your hand like that. Now, I'm not mad at you guys for being taught that way, but I'm just letting you know it's backwards. The greeting is supposed to be here, not here or here. Not now, like I said, we can get into the We can get into the hierarchy of the shit, but that's not me. I mean, I walked up on people sitting down at a table. I'm like, "Hey, man, how y'all doing, man? Don't stand. You know, enjoy it. Keep doing what you're doing." But I've also had my brothers stand up and greet me. But you don't stand over somebody and offer your hand looking down upon that person. That's the disrespectful shit. I mean, like I said, man, we live in a beautiful time right now. All you got to do is take 10 minutes and look up handshaking etiquette. You can look up anything else. I mean, I don't know where you guys have got this from, where the person that is sitting down is being disrespectful for shaking your hand. No, you're the disrespectful one. It's not that hard. But you know, people don't want to learn. People don't want to grow. The young man that I talked to actually was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "Okay, cool." And I told him, I said, "Man, you can look up any type of etiquette. Go back to, I say, it's going to take you back once you start studying it." I said, "But we've been taught." I say, "Somebody has taught you the wrong way. You're not supposed to be the one walking in. Somebody sitting down. You offer a handshake. You acknowledge that person. You don't have to acknowledge them with a handshake." And I've told y'all this before. I don't like everybody touching me anyway. But if you extend your hand to me, I'm going to be respectful, because what I was taught was to give respect. And by me giving this young man enough respect, giving him a heads up about the job, he came back and actually, because I told him I had an open door policy, and had a conversation with me about this handshaking thing, which was brought up. Did an interview yesterday, and it was brought up because I offered a fist pound. And the other guy came in, I offered the elbow. And they was asking me about that. And they brought it up because they had a situation where somebody was ready to get into an altercation because the person sitting down shook their hand, and it was like, "You're supposed to stand up and shake my hand." I said, "No, that's not correct." I said, "Look on your phones right now." I said, "It'll take you less than 5 minutes." I say, "The person that should be offended is the person that's sitting down." So this is what I said. I just want to bring it to you guys and just show you guys. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. I know this is something that, you know, when I think about it, I can say that it has happened a couple of times. It's happened a couple of times in my lifetime where somebody told me they was offended because I didn't stand up to shake their hand. First thing first, if you think that way, let me ask you this. Motherfucker, who are you? Who are you? Fuck you. If you're not a female, if you're not somebody that like super outranks me, and we're waiting on you to come to a function, I'm not standing up for you. Who the fuck are you? So I must know you. I must have that respect for you to get up. But it's technically it's disrespectful for you to come in and stand over me and shake my hand or offer your hand to me. That's like some servitude bullshit. But it is what it is. I just wanted to keep it light and funny and to keep it short. But yeah, man, y'all got to start researching. Like I told y'all, a lot of shit that you've been taught, we've been taught wrong. Okay, you can acknowledge someone by, "Hey man, what's up, bro? How you doing? How you doing, sir? How you doing, ma'am? How you doing?" When they're already sitting down. Don't extend your hand to someone that's sitting down. When you're on equal terms, you're standing up, and you're walking up on people, shake their hands, okay? It's okay. It's respectful, and it's not, hey, and if they don't want to shake your hand, don't be disrespected at that either, because once again, you got other shit going on now in the world, okay? Hotel.